guess yeah. Oh my god.
Hi again, Tom.
Like this. My name's Tom. Oops. Give me a second to fix it. Uh-oh. Is it fixed? We will soon be going back to our regular system.
Tom.
Okay.
Hi, Tom. Hi again, Tom. Tom.
Tom. Hi, Tom.
Hi again, Tom. Glad to see you didn't run away from us.
Hi, Tom with me. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I can keep my word. Well, I'm back at Literature Club and apparently skipped all school today. Yep. Howdy. What did I even say?
Okay,
I was gonna say
moving
yippee.
on.
I was gonna say yippee. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Tom.
Yep.
Let's just think of I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you drive head first into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on! Like he deserves any slack. Wait, what's her
Sayori.
name? Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year.
I mean, I didn't, but I got stuck.
And last year, too.
My voice is breaking.
I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Now, Suki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room.
Well, Natsuki finds herself stuck between sane Monica and manga.
Manga is literature!
Why you stick up for me when I was in the manga? Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat and sinks to the ground.
Don't worry, you guys.
Sinks through the ground and disappears.
Tom always gives it his best as long as he's having fun.
Yeah, fun, right?
He helps me with
fun, happy
busy
poem.
work without me even asking. Busy work?
Huh?
Like cooking, clean my room.
What? I had to clean your room?
How dependable.
What? I remember having to clean your room. So you're right, that's because your room is so messy. Disturbing. And you almost set your house on fire once.
Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you?
You can tell we bicker and hate each other.
I might be a little jealous.
Oh god.
How come? You and Tom can become good friends too. Sayori.
Sayori? So what? How are you doing, son? As you see, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Situation?
Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? What? Sayori?
Wait. She said wait.
Wait, Sayori?
Me?
Not really.
Sayori's
Don't
like...
be shy. It's really nothing.
Sayori's like the anti-Yuri. It's Sayori, Yuri, and Sayori. It's weird. What is it?
Never mind. She is though, because like she has long hair, she has short hair.
Yeah.
Dark hair, she has long hair.
It's so weird, actually.
Sayori makes it sound like a big deal when it's really not.
I like free stuff.
What to
I don't
do?
care what it is.
I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking.
I guess it's up to me to rescue this situation. You don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gestures from you would be a pleasant surprise. That'll make me happy no matter what. Try to fix all the problems.
Is that so?
Yeah, I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be.
Alright. Well, here.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
My kind of girl.
It doesn't make sense.
I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read.
No personal attacks, thanks a lot.
And we could, discuss it if you wanted.
Like, hey, I read a book. hey, guess what? Well, hear what the ending, but I won't tell you why. So why? What? I don't understand what I'm talking about. This is it? Oh, how is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I like, despite me not reading much. Very thank you. I'll definitely read this. Probably. I enthusiastically take the book.
Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace.
Yes.
I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now everything's settled, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. Yeah, I just want to read a book at my own pace, just read half of it in one go and then just take a week off or at least. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayuri and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried into a book. Can't help but notice her intense expression, like she's waiting for the for it. Yeah, I guess I'm not reading it. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Where's my manga? It's here somewhere. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri for a bit more. But at the same time, I feel bad for distracting her from reading.
Better, Roy.
Like, don't you dare! I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. Looks like the same book that she lent to me. Boy, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap! I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me. Her eyes meet for a split second. Oh no. Shit, this got awkward fast. That only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. Muttered this. Sensing I made her uncomfortable.
Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so...
It's the book you gave me, right?
Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason.
Just curious. Now I come to 2 copies of the same book.
Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them.
Okay. I don't understand what she's trying to say. I see. I don't. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading soon.
I'm glad to hear.
My guess is she wants to be read up in the book recently, so we're discussing, yeah.
Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story.
Relatable. Is that so? What's it about anyway?
Well...
I'm actually curious myself. How do I not spoil it? Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes with over the back.
Let's see, you should put the description there.
Yuri... Alright.
Oh, sorry.
We should close the book, I think. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. Oh, Markov! I love Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol in the front of the cover. I say like it.
Alright. I just wanted to make sure I didn't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust.
It's like a big kind of
No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart.
I feel like I've heard of this book, but like with like a different title. It sounds like a book I've heard of before. It's kind of dark, isn't it? It really made it sound like it was gonna be a nice story. So dark turn came from nowhere. I still want to read it now, actually. Really gently giggles all of a sudden. Gently giggles, what?
Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Tom?
No, it's not that. I mean, I definitely enjoy the stories, so don't worry.
I hope so.
Yeah, I totally forgot that you were using just this thing, just things. So sigh. Just so sigh.
Sigh.
That's so sigh, dude. Just so shy and on the outside, but her mind seems completely different.
It's just that these kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals, or their own
Philosophy.
that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals inflict with their villain's plans.
Interfere about it. Yeah, I researched on this type of stuff, fake stories. You had to make it relatable.
I'm rambling, aren't I?
You probably already know that.
Not again. I'm sorry.
Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything.
Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much.
I really don't think you need to worry.
You like to hear this pretty girl talk?
What? I'm just like, my neck is stiff because I have to stare like to the left like this. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. Oh no, I just remembered the poems. Oh, my neck.
Well, that's true.
In fact, might as well start reading it, right?
You don't have to.
What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get to the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slid into the seat next to Yuri's.
Yeah.
It'd be kind of awkward if I sat on the other side of the room. Are you sure? Seem a little apprehensive.
I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with somebody.
It's like, don't disturb me when I'm playing games or something. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything.
Alright.
I'll open the book and start with the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means while reading in company. It's as if I can feel a presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I can't sit like this. I realize she's not actually looking at her own book.
You can get the chair if you want.
Alright, sit.
Right there. You can put the stuff on it on the
No,
floor.
it's not alright. I'll resituate. Well, she's not actually looking at her book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead.
Sorry. I was just...
She must have really good eyes. Yeah, you really apologize a lot, don't you?
I do? I didn't really mean to. Sorry. I mean...
Yeah, this should work, right? I sat my desk up against Yuri's, then hold the book more between the two of them.
I suppose so.
Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Oh no. God damn it. The awkwardness. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so I instead use my right hand to hold the book open. So I guess it makes this kind of difficult to turn pages. Turn the page.
Here.
Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger.
This is so pretty. I wish this was my screensaver.
You can probably get it. I don't know.
If I look it up, maybe, but not till later. That's spoilers.
Yo, yeah. You don't want to look up the game. Trust me.
Yeah, I know.
I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn a page and Yuri slides under her thumb after it flips to her side. Why did I fix Yuri? It's just like behind us like But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. The awkwardness is sinking. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I feel the warmth of Yuri's face and in the corner of my vision. Which is the corner of my vision.
Are you ready
And
to turn the page?
sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second moment. Don't say that. I'm in control. That's where your space again. Shit. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her.
That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me.
Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I assume that she finished the pages before me, so I turn on my own validation. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an
Intimate exchange.
My son gently lets go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her thumb.
Yeah, Dave, this should be learning how to read out loud.
Learning how to read out loud with Tom and Yuri. My neck.
So pretty.
Then you have to click again.
Right there.
My thumb gently lets go of the page, letting it flutter over to her as she catches it under her thumb. Wait, what? Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character of this reminds me of you a little bit.
You think so?
I could have saw differences just back then.
How does she?
Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. But she's always second guessing all of the things that she says and does.
Not the thing you should say.
Yeah, this is not a good thing to say, Tom. Like, she's afraid she'll do something like, oh no, don't say this, Tom. Abort. It's not like I can see into your head or anything. But kind of remnants of some of your mannerisms. Abort! Abort!
I see.
Abort!
You,
Yuri remains silent for a moment.
but Tom, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that.
Oh, wait. I told you, abort, abort! I didn't mean it in a better way or anything. Sorry, I didn't really know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing.
I guess
I guess I meant that it's kind of cute. Why does it sound like that all of a sudden? I guess.
I guess it meant that.
I guess. Alright, continue. Abort!
What are you saying all of a sudden?
Abort, abort, abort.
Okay, everyone.
Hello.
I think it's about time we share today's poem with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long.
Your exhales spread from finishing her thought.
Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down.
She always looks kind of down.
I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine.
They released her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb.
Ow.
Like, go.
It's a small book, so it should be fine.
Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight.
Huh.
Surprised Monica wasn't like, What would you prefer I read it with you?
Only with you.
Read it only with you.
I guess I don't have much of a preference either way. In that
Okay,
case,
read a little more tonight.
I want to keep reading without the kid. I'm just like, read.
Read, read, read. I think we're getting louder.
Yeah.
Oh, we.
Sorry, I did. That's good reasoning.
Can we go back?
I don't think so.
With history. Alright, let's see here. That's my preference anyway. In that case, I read a little more tonight. It'll be fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? Okay. I do. Alright, well, that's me. Talk a lot. Alright.
That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time.
Alright. I stand up. Make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then get back into my bag.
By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night?
Yeah, it was a really nice poem of death and anxiety. My relaxation ends. Can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I can't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before.
Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share it with? I can't wait!
Like Secret Santa or something. Sayuri and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayuri's is a wrinkled piece of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica's writes hers in a composition notebook. And you already see Monica's something pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself.
Reluctantly pull it out.
Who should I show my poem to first, or this first?
Not Yuri, because we just have that huge thing. So maybe do her last.
Well, I might just make 2, or is it everybody?
You gotta do everybody.
Okay.
Who should we go for? I say Natsuki.
This also, it's tailored to Yuri.
Yeah, I don't care. We're going to show it to everyone anyway.
Alright. Okay, what do you think? You're the one playing. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poem yesterday. The manga! It's probably only fair I shared mine with her first. Question mark?
Tom, if you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home.
What? Why?
What? You expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid?
Not a writer. I mean, it's not very good, but yeah, I did put effort in. Well, else I have somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Nope, figured I haven't. Painful to think about.
Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I'll tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again.
Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess.
Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now.
Knowing you.
Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek.
I don't know.
Can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Just like that.
My poem? Death and anxiety, we're all gonna die. Everything's dark and sorrowful. Maybe we should like even it out more next time. Or should we just all or nothing? We'll decide when we get to there.
Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
Okay, I don't like it. I am. Why are you so convinced I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all
Sophisticated.
and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't it the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yeah, exactly. I think when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard, like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. I took my
Disheartening. I think I burped.
No.
Yeah, I understand.
Diaries of the Burping Kid.
Diaries of the Burping Kid, Volume 4. Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feelings in the last line.
So you did. I guess I'm more into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Don't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, guess not. That's how the humor was the left comment. I don't care how old she is. You know, Tsuki is really feeling proud. I won't take that away from her. Next!
You pick this time, Hunter.
I don't know. You pick. I don't know.
It doesn't really matter. Just click.
Baseball bat Monica.
Hi.
Batteries up!
Hi, Tom. Having a good time so far?
Fred rest batteries up, bitch. Yeah.
Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for a club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring up things, okay?
Manga night. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, you want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing. I guess I have to. Baseball bat Monica's back!
Don't worry, Tom.
Bitch.
We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of
Barrier.
that we'll all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem.
Great job, Tom. I was going, oh, in my head while reading it.
Death and destruction.
It's really
Metaphorical.
I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep.
Another personal attack.
I guess I underestimated you.
Or is that a compliment? I don't know. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, I always counts when I put in some effort.
That's not very fair.
This will bet Monica's back, bitch.
Well, I guess it worked out anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right?
Yes, we know.
Writing that's full of imaginary and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to devise their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that, effortlessly. Both allowing people to get something out of it and just what I feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though.
I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet.
Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. Interracial.
What?
Wait. I can't say it. My mouth.
Inspirational?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Not the other word.
Oh. Oh, sorry.
Back to where's the history button?
I'm so bad.
I'm sure I keep up trying different things a lot. I could take it a while before I feel comfortable it could take a while before I get comfortable doing it.
That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything.
This word, Monica's back, bitch.
Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
I'm pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know?
I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the sparkle produces? A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I'm real. I'm blind.
Like a
film left out of the sun. But it's too late. What? Already squarts was a permanent copy of a meaningless image. It's just a little hole that wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realized now I wasn't looking into. I was looking out, and he
on the other side
was looking in. So, oh yeah, that's it.
So, what do you think?
Yeah, seems very freeform, if that's what you call it. So I'm not really a great person to ask for feedback.
It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting analysis on the timing between words and lines. when performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some,
Something recently?
kind of recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. And
An effigy? I was gonna say your eyes look like diamonds or emeralds or something.
yeah, they do.
Cool.
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Yeah.
Try using like a bit more emphasis, like excitement.
But she was just doing that, so I thought I won't add.
But maybe for future tips and videos.
I already. No, don't tell me how to talk.
Sorry.
I have a pencil.
Okay.
And I know how to use it.
Continue. Oh my neck.
Oh, my eyes are getting tired.
Yeah, I think we'll probably end after this day, but
Yeah.
continue.
Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixed
Excited.
on a specific. Oh God,
Specific?
I can't talk. Point.
Specific point.
If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
There's two more. I pick.
I think that's what
My
we
neck can't take
earlier.
this anymore.
Dot, dot, dot. This is a good poem, Tom. Are you sure it's your first time?
Of course.
It's
It's not that good. And I'm talking here. I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time.
I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't take it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said before, Tom. Deep down, you're not selfish at all. You know. Trying new
No.
things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do.
Thanks, Sayori. That your Sayori sees the full picture of my motivation here. Well, then again, I'm gonna deny she's part of the reason I joined. Hey, how much this means to her and all.
Yeah.
But-
And I'm going to make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That's what it will be. That will be my way of thanking you.
Alright, how would you do that then?
Yay!
There's only one A.
Now you'll read my poem too, right?
No.
Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
Let's see about that.
Got this handwriting.
Uh,
Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me... I can't read this handwriting. The sleepy from my... Rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you teasing me to wish away a rainy day?
Christine.
I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast.
I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Yeah, relatable. Theory. This is just a guess, but you're waiting until morning to write this.
No. I just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to yes or no to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel a bit better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say anything. I'd say it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Breakfast? Yeah.
I want breakfast now.
I need breakfast now! Especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast.
What I ate today?
I don't know. What did I eat?
Trying to think, I can't remember.
Ravioli thing. No, they're not ravioli. What are those? Pasta thingy.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's what I ate too. I wanted
There's some
cereal, but there was no
content.
milk. There was no milk. Imagine her making a poem about there not being any milk for cereal.
There's no milk. The darkness came in. I
The
was
sun
hereby
rained
saddened
inside.
by the deep sorrow of the milk being gone. I saw the empty canister in the garbage can.
And I thought to myself angrily, who threw this out? I will get them with my pencil.
Even though you were late to school.
It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky.
I want to see what you was like cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyways, thanks for showing me.
That was so much fun. Monica's the best.
Yeah.
But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I'll look forward to it.
Yay, time for best.
Who should we show it to next? Da 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 da. Yuri. Hope the awkwardness is worn off by now.
It's been a while.
As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes enlighten. Eyes wide. No. Exceptional.
Exceptional.
Oh, why did I read it? Okay. What was that?
Did I just say that out loud?
Yuri first covers her mouth and ends up covering her whole face. No. Awkwardness.
Ooh,
Ooh.
he's going to hit me.
Yuri didn't do anything wrong, Yuri.
That's... I guess you're right. I'm switching it a little bit. Oh god. What
I'm already awkwardness of the case.
what am I getting so nervous for?
Yuri takes a breath.
So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and...
Metaphors. Indicates.
Oh god. Your use of... Oh god.
Metaphors and...
No. Imagery. Oh god.
Use in between metaphors.
Okay, let me
indicates
say it.
Alright.
Your
I'll flip
use of
this way.
imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before.
Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. It's actually my first time, really.
Huh?
Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again.
Well, I knew that. I just meant,
Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She just ran her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly.
yeah.
That's how you read my poem.
Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are such writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very depicable.
Deliberate.
In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both style and the expressions are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing, even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together, and is probably the most challenging part. It might take you time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in this club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though.
Biased? How? Sure
Well,
he was.
never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that.
I should be talking about
Sorry.
people like that. It's fine. Not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, or me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I love to share my thought process behind it.
We're gonna be here a while. Yuri smiles dreamily as if it's a rare opportunity for her. Which, in itself, is kind of funny.
Really dark at me.
Yeah, I know.
Too.
Oh, you better hurry up. I'll just take care of something then.
Oh.
After all, isn't it supposed to be a literature club?
Oh god.
Oh, no.
Every time they get harder. Ghost.
Ghost under the light. Did some?
I don't want to read this.
Yeah, it's very impressive.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Oh, and looks like it says fucking back.
I'm fucking back.
Yeah, but it doesn't.
Paperback Monica's back.
Very heckin'
Bitch.
bag. Okay,
next.
next.
Bye. After videos of me just gonna, oh my back, my neck, oh.
My neck kind of hurts too.
Yeah, but I have to sit like
I'm
this.
sorry, I have such terrible handwriting.
What? I was thinking that at all. I mean, I can't understand it.
It's so good that you can't understand it.
Yeah, it's so good I can't read it.
But it took you a long time to read.
Well, I don't mean to read this script there. I think your handwriting. What the hell is
It's
that?
pretty, but you can't understand it at all.
It's pretty, but yeah.
Huh?
Eh?
That's a relief.
I also like the poem. You should press the movie up to listen to this. Yeah. Even though it's short, it was very descriptive. The parts I understood.
It wasn't too short. I usually write longer
Oh
poems.
god, no. Not at all.
I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild.
Oh boy.
Something easy to
To digest.
I suppose. Easy. Yep, real easy to digest, really.
Are you into Ghost Yuri? I'm tough.
Actually,
Stick
the story isn't about a ghost at all, Tom.
Oh.
We didn't read it, so we
That's perfect because we didn't read it. Really? I totally missed the point.
I wonder why. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all.
Damn it! You said we took so long. What do you mean?
But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of a poem is only being symbolically composed to a ghost. Compared to yours?
Lingering.
In her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more song than putting it that way. I haven't even thought of that. Can't read it. That's impressive.
Oh? It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive, too, so...
Nah. I had sing. Probably learn a thing or two from you. Can you teach me how to decipher your language, by the way, while you're at it?
You think so?
Yeah, of course.
You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I really enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Tom.
Ah. Me too. It's like, this, and like, yeah. Me too. Phew. I guess that's everyone. Glancing around the room. There's really a fist person just standing in front like, that's a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me from my monotone writing abilities. Even if they just be nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a lecture club after all. Lecture club again. Lecture club part 2.
It sounded like Electric Club.
The Electric Club! Monica, back with the Electric Club. Electric Club, oh. Monica has the...
Electric Club.
Monica come bust in the door. I got the Electric Club! Bitch! I saw it.
But that was
Monica,
that was not necessary.
Monica comes in with the Electric Club and just like, not again, Monica. I saw it.
Monica and her Electric.
I guess that's what I end up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting about electric bats. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They generally exchange sheets of paper staring at their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Oh, she can't read it either. Oh, well. Yuri smiles sadly.
What? What's this language?
Yeah, I know. How do you even read it?
Huh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing.
So, oh no. Natsuki returns to her poem to desk with one hand. Oh god, what is this?
I guess you could say it's fancy. Oh, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute?
Whatever your poem was.
It was the one about like, how humans can try, and that's about it. Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feelings of giving up. How can that be cute? I knew that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but I really didn't come out nice at all.